Welcome to another video, guys. The new expansion just got announced, and it looks pretty lit so far. Fractured in Alterac Valley. We already knew it's gonna be Horde versus Alliance kinda deal, and some people already were speculating it's gonna be Alterac Valley, so it was basically almost confirmed, long before we actually got the release. Anyway, I asked you guys if you want me to do card reviews on the new expansion, and you guys mostly answered yes, so let's go for it, with the first batch of cards so far. If you enjoy what I do, drop a like and a subscribe, and comment under the video as well, it always helps. Now, let's get into it. I'm gonna be using the Out of Cards article, cause it seems good enough for now. The first card on the list is a hero card for Paladin, Light Forced Carol. Battlecry, deal 2 damage to all enemies, equip a 2/5 immovable object, and your hero power becomes give a random minion in your hand +4/+4. So we basically have Consecration on a stick, with something like a Bulwark, and a Blessing of Kings for 2 mana, all of which sound pretty good, and they actually might bring control-oriented paladins back on the block. A card like this will definitely be included in decks like Libram Paladin, and the weapon is a pretty nice addition as well, because you're only gonna be taking half of the damage, rounded up, so technically you will be taking the bigger damage if you're hitting something with odd attack, like free attack for instance, in which case you take 2 damage. The card definitely looks pretty strong, but at 7 mana it might be a little bit too slow for what Hearthstone looks like right now. I still believe it's gonna be pretty strong, and maybe even class defining, so let's start off strong with a 5-star on this one. The next card is another class card, this time for Druid, Wildcard Guff. Battlecry, set your maximum mana to 20, gain a mana crystal, and draw a card, all of which for 5 mana, and the 5 armor is just gravy. Hero power is nature, hero power choose 1, draw a card, or gain a mana crystal. Pretty strong indeed. Something like this sounds pretty strong, and it gives your ramp cards extended life. I'm not sure in what archetype this will fit, because if you want to be playing on the Celestial path, that would be just better, and it probably doesn't make sense to have Guff in there as well. It definitely has a lot of broken potential for the future, and I'm not sure how they're gonna balance that out for the expansions to come, but I guess time will tell. I'm giving it 4 stars for now, because I can't really see an immediate inclusion for this, not yet at least. Next up is a Hunter Weapon, which is a 2 mana 2/2 honorable kill, gain +1/+1, where honorable kill means if you kill something with the exact same amount of health as your attack. So in this case, if you kill something with 2 health, it's gonna become a free 2 weapon for you, because you lose 1 durability in the process. It does feel like a cool weapon, but it kinda forces you into trading, something hunters don't really like to do. Shrame Crescent is also still in the mix, and we also have the 4 mana secret weapon, so I'm not sure if this weapon is gonna see too much play just yet. In the future maybe, but while we still have those 2 weapons, those are just gonna be better than this. So for now, I would be giving this something like 3 stars, I guess. Next up is the 1 mana Gnome Privateer. Honorable kill, gain +2 attack, and it's also a 1 mana 1/3, which is prime stats already. For this, I don't even need to say much, like, this is obviously 5-star material. 1 mana 1/3 that becomes a 3/3 basically just by killing a 1 health minion is just strong. We've seen 1/3 cards included in decks just because they're 1/3s, and this one actually has an upside to it, so it's gonna be pretty strong for aggro decks, and probably not only. And lastly, we have 2 new objective cards, which basically work like side quests, and all you gotta do is just cast them, and for the next 3 turns they're gonna be having an effect. With Dun Baldar Bridge, after you summon a minion, you give it +2/+2, and it lasts for 3 turns. This is a Paladin card, and even though it feels a little bit slow not to do anything on turn 4, I do believe it will make sense to get played, because +2/+2 on each minion you play afterwards is just gonna be too strong. I do expect this card to see play, because it's basically unnerved Hand of a Doll on everything you play afterwards for 3 turns, which is a lot. Sitting at 4 mana, it might be a little bit pricey, and it doesn't have any tag on it, so it's not a holy spell, and you can't really discount it anyway. So for now, maybe this should be something like a 4-star. And with Snowfall Graveyard, which is a 3 mana rogue card, Death Rattles will be triggering twice for 3 turns. This does sound strong, but for now I don't think we really have good Death Rattle cards for Rogue, at least in Standard, so I am expecting us to see some new good Death Rattle cards for Rogue in this expansion. Maybe that's gonna be the flavor here. For now, I'm giving it 2 stars, but obviously if it gets more support, it's probably gonna be a lot better than that. We also have the 2 new Legendaries, Draktar, and Vandar, and here the choice you make is actually pretty important. Once you log into Hearthstone, these two are gonna be in front of you and you will have to make your choice which one you wanna be getting and actually being able to play until the expansion releases on the 7th of December. For Horde, you have Draktar, which is basically the aggro choice, and for Alliance, you have Vandar, which is the control choice. So it's really important for you to have an educated guess what you wanna be enjoying until December 7th. And basically, which one you wanna get for free and golden. With Draktar, Battlecry, if this costs more than every minion in your deck, summon 2 of them for a 4 mana 4/4, sounds pretty good. But the deck restriction is pretty strong, and I'm not sure there's a reliable way for you to actually tether this out from your deck and actually benefit from this good effect. It does sound strong, and I did pick this one because the meta is pretty aggro right now, but I'm not sure what you can be using this for, at least for now. Maybe some kind of a beast hunter with small beasts, but not being able to run rhinos and wranglers feels pretty wonky. So for now, I'd say 4 stars. With Vandar, if this costs less than every minion in your deck, reduce their cost by 3. Again, a 4 mana 4/4. This could be pretty good for control-y decks, and I do think this might get included in something like Big Warrior, and also Big Demon Hunter. The thing is, it does reduce the cost of minions left in your deck, so it doesn't have any immediate effect for you, so you have to draw those discounted big boys. The restriction of not running anything 4 mana or less for minions is kinda big, but I think Warrior and Demon Hunter are not gonna have problems doing that, so this might end up being actually the better card to have. But again, the choice is yours. And lastly, we have for Mage Siphon Mana, which deals 2 damage, and if you do an honorable kill with it, reduce the cost of spells in your hand by 1, which is huge. This is basically Incanter's Flow for your hand, and it is yet again support for Quest Mage. So maybe that's why they nerfed Dawn Grasp this expansion. I do feel this is gonna be very strong, and it's probably gonna unlock some busted combinations, so I'm giving it 5 mana from now and big nerf potential. Guess that's why it's a common, huh? And the last card here is the neutral Knight Captain. Battlecry, deal 3 damage, and if you get an honorable kill with it, gain +3/+3. This is a 5 mana 3/3, but you basically play it when you can do an honorable kill with it, so it's a 5 mana 3 damage removal with a 6/6 body attached. This does feel pretty strong, and it's probably gonna be one of the best arena cards. But for standard, it is probably gonna find its way in some deck, but it feels a bit iffy for now. I might be very wrong for this, but I think 3 stars is enough for now. So that's it for this batch of cards, guys. Hope you enjoyed this card review so far, and if you're looking forward to the next ones, drop a like and a subscribe, and I will keep doing those. Thanks for watching, I'm Kris05, and I'll see you in my next video or stream.